Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Cassius Cuvée, and this is the come up. We got big things popping today, man. We're gonna wait till everybody jumps in here. Got a new rep for y'all today. Man, Ethereum hit all-time highs this week. It's gonna be popping, man. It's gonna be a crazy day. But I got a lot of stuff to go over here, man. I got some new artwork in the back. Cuvée bottle by my championship belt. Who we got in the chat here? What's going on, chat? How's that music sound in the background? Riley Lewis, how you doing, man? He bricked the ETH tops around 8K this cycle. 8,000. Yeah, put your ETH predictions in there. We got a poll here in the chat. Put your ETH predictions. I got ETH up here on the chart. Got to start the show every day and say, not financial advice. You do your own research. This is my opinion on how I'm trading. I'm teaching you guys some skills, and also we're going to do some scalping so I can show you my strategies. Also, I got my affiliate links on the screen here. I have to tell you that. So I am a partner with Breakout Prop and Phemex. And basically, if you use Breakout Prop code GGRF7W, you get a discount on any evaluation you purchase. Phemex GMMNX5. You create an account with my invite link. You get special perks. Now, some of those perks are so special, I can't even tell you them on this show, okay? I'm definitely a good partner with theirs, so a good partner of theirs. So that way, you definitely don't want to sign up without using my link. That's all I'm saying. Now, the other perk of getting that, just in my personal perk, is you get to join the private Discord group, the Wave Makers in the Profit Circle. And we got some real wave makers in there, some winners. Man, I got to say, shout out Blueberry, Blockchain Cowboy, some other folks in there have been winning. And we in there every day. We in there 7 days a week, man. We got Marietta. Let me see here. Let me pull that up. Pull up the Discord real quick. Big shout out to the Discord. They've been going hard. Here we go, right here. Marietta. And this is crypto's popping right now. I'm not gonna front. A lot of times I come across as bearish, but I'm over here looking at this shit like, okay, ETH. I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm going to give you guys my opinions on why. Let me zoom out a little bit here. My little opinions on why. Because of the Fed. It obviously is because Jerome Powell came out and said that, it might be time. And that was like, markets pumped, right? But it's like, we already knew that they were going to lower interest rates by a quarter point. So I don't really know what the news is. I kind of think it's more of the fact that we were coming off of this drop. And that's what I'm trying to look at here. I mean, ETH is outperforming, no doubt about it. We're going to talk about that as well, like why ETH is like this and Bitcoin is like this, right? ETH broke a new recent high, all-time high. Bitcoin has not. And what that means for the cycle, as well as, what does it mean like today, right? So we're going to get to that for 1 second, but I'm going to let everybody join. There's one thing I got to show you guys, and shout out Cervanto in the chat. Riley Lewis, Blockchain Cowboy, what's popping, y'all? I want to show, there's something I got going. So the rap I got today, I got a banger today, and it's something I've been trying to get off my chest for a while. And I woke up at 4 this morning and I wrote the shit. And it was like, this one is long overdue. So you guys going to want to catch this one, but it's a play off of another song. If you're in a Profit Circle, you already seen what video it is, but I'm going to play that video for a second. Because remember last week, Cardi B redid my version, not my version. She redid Jay-Z's song, Imaginary Players. I had already redone it a year ago, made a version that was applicable to what we do, which is trading. I call it Imaginary Traders. And it was just funny because that song came out in like 1997, and it was brought back first by me and then by her 1 year later. We're going to see, now that I'm doing this one, who going to bring this back a year later also, okay? So anyways, we're going to get right. I'm going to show you, just want to wait for people to join here. This is a Wale song called Acting Up. And I want to show this one because this one is the one that I'm covering today, and it just spoke to me too clean. I don't do covers that much, but it's kind of like I Can Lead You to the Money, which was kind of like a cover of the OT Genesis song. The song I got today is a cover of this one. So that's why I want to show you guys this one today real quick. That's the beat you hear in the background. I'll lower that one, and we're going to play this one time. I'm not even going to play the whole thing. I just want y'all to see, catch the idea of the hook. How the cadence go.
D-ho be acting up, D-ho be acting up, and these niggas be letting up. These ho be acting up, D-ho be acting up, hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting them. These hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting them. I crush them hoes, I never let them hoes, and these niggas be sweating them. So I run shit like Edgerrin, or better yet, like Revenue. And on the bottom of my sneaks, they red, man. And I ain't talking about no damn F in them. Stay Louboutin and I super grind. VS Stones, they super shine. I pop a perk, I get super hot, and I drill you, bitch. Rookin' out, I rock time for it. Concourse, and I shine on these dime hoes. This bitch done bought me a Rolex, and I still ain't got no time for it. These hoes be acting up. These niggas be acting tough. I'm in the phantom, I'm backing up, and I'm bust down, but I'm strapped to fuck. So hold your horses, polo horses, Aston Martin, we rollin' Royces. Real niggas up in the building, them hoes juices, ain't no more choices. These hoes be acting up. These hoes be acting up. These hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting them. These hoes be acting up. These hoes be acting up. These hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting them. 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 Me, I don't be sweating them. These hoes be acting up. These hoes be acting up. These hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting them. These hoes.
All right, that's enough of that. You get the idea. You heard the hook a couple times. You're going to see what I'm rocking with here in a little bit, all right? But keep that one in your brains. That beat is a banger right there, so we're gonna revisit that. You feel me? Because I definitely got something I got to say in my own way, as the Cassius Cuvée likes to do it, you know what I mean? But whew, let's see. All right, let's get some people in the chat here. Who we got popping? We got some few people in the chat here. Blockchain Cowboy. All right, also, by the way, chat, call out what tickers you want me to look at on the stream. There were some people on Twitter and in the group. I can't remember all the tickers, so I said you got to tell me when you join the stream if there's any tickers you want me to pull up on the charts. We will look at them if you guys, I'll do them by special request. You know, I'm not paid by any meme coins or anything, so there's no project sponsors, so I can keep it real, all right? Like, you know, if your shit is going to dump or something, I'll let you know. I'll keep it real. So we can definitely look at that. Here's Ethereum, though, right? Got to start at Ethereum. And I really want to know about Algo. Okay, we'll check out Algo in a second. You know, I got a big bag of Algo. Okay, let's see, Ethereum Classic. Yeah, we got to look at Ethereum Classic. All right, Ethereum Classic got out of that trade. Yeah, because here we go. So as a matter of fact, since I was going to pull up Breakout Prop, so I was in this. Those who are in the Profit Circle know I jumped in this Ethereum Classic trade. And you could see I caught a nice entry right here, and I explained it. Here's the thing, you guys. If you're in the Profit Circle, I'm like explaining the trade in real time. What I'm seeing, you know, how risky it is, position sizing, where the stop loss is, why I'm doing it, and what I think may or may not happen. You know, is it a gamble play? Is it something that, you know, I got a tight stop? Because I saw this pump. It was so crazy that I was like, man, it's worth going in. And I joked a little bit. I was like, it's almost an ego play because I literally caught the top wick on this trade. Now, that doesn't always happen, okay? But in this one, I literally caught the top. Like, literally. The top wick. Like, look at that arrow right there. I caught the top wick. It was entered, like, down here somewhere, but it was literally the top of this coin, okay? And it's Ethereum Classic. You know, it's a shit coin. It's complete bullshit, just so you guys know. But that don't mean it can't be traded and it won't pump, all right? Most things in Web3 are bullshit because Web3 is not real yet. But some things don't even have a chance of doing anything, all right? So I got out here. You can see, if you can see this little green arrow here, the short was here in the red arrow, green arrow here. So that was a pretty good trade. Now, obviously, could have held longer and down here, but it's one of those things like Breakout Prop kind of teaches you to take the profit while you're there. Breakout Prop is something that is like, give me the green. You know what I'm saying? Like, while it's there. And you know what, man? You're usually better served for it. I mean, right? If I had tried, let's say I tried to giga short this and it was going down, now it's pumping again, right? I wouldn't be net negative, but I wouldn't have been as good of a trade here, right? Like, I'll put it this way. If I was going for the home run for this to come down, I probably would not have caught this exact bottom. You feel me? Like, I probably would have kept riding it, and all of a sudden now this happens, and now you're negative. And it's like, bro, like trading these coins, man, just take the damn profit. Now, the reason Breakout Prop kind of trained me to do that is because, you know, Breakout Prop, you'll get breached. So if you guys don't know how Breakout Prop works, they changed the pricing. So now it's $999. You get a $100,000 bankroll. And basically, you're trading with someone else's money. The way it works is you have to pass an evaluation where you have to get $10,000 before you lose $6,000. There's more detailed rules. I got a new video out on it that explains it on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out. It goes into more details, show the pricing chart and everything. These are the tickers that you can trade on there. There's a lot of crypto tickers. It's all crypto. So anyways, what happens is if you go minus 4,000 a day or 6,000 overall, you'll get breached. So, it kind of taught me, like, look, just take the green, stack the wins, and you see my portfolio is doing pretty good, or my balance is doing pretty good over here, right? I started with 100K. And you know what? You're just always better off served for it. I also developed my scalping strategy by using this, partially for the same reason. And, we're going to go into the scalping strategy. I did it last week. It worked. If you guys didn't see last week's stream, at the end, it worked. And it's like, I don't know. I'm going to start doing it on Phemex too, because I'm kind of sick of holding these long-ass trades and not making any big money. It just takes too long. I can make money way faster scalping. And I have the easiest way of doing it. There's not a million indicators. There's not a million things you got to check. It's just purely off the market side for B momentum waves, which are these down here. So this is the price chart. This is the oscillator, okay? Market side for B is an indicator, is crypto faces indicator. And basically, these are showing them just the blue part. There's other things on here too, but just the momentum waves. I have videos on my YouTube channel explaining like the RSI, some of the other things. But basically, and then it happens on every time frame. This is a 12-hour, right? So my strategy involves the 1 hour and the 10-minute, all right? But first, we're going to come back to that. I just wanted to show off these trades here real quick because for whatever reason, man, Breakout Prop, I'll be getting accurate. Same thing over here. This is a whiff, dog with hat and stupid meme coin. I shorted it right here and I got out right here. That's pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's about as good as you got to get. You could always go longer, but this is only how many days, how many hours? 1,800 to 5 a.m. or whatever. Like, it's not that many, that's less than a day. And you take the green. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we wanted to look at Ethereum Classic let's look at it on this chart. Oh, let me pull up TradingView. Let's look on TradingView real quick. Ethereum Classic and also Algorand. This is ETH. ETH making an all-time high is bullish for ETH. Okay, that's my opinion because Bitcoin is going down. And we're going to get into some live trading here later too, maybe if I can, if I got a good setup for a scalp to get started. But this is the thing I want to talk about first, okay? Bitcoin going down while ETH is making new highs seems great. People say, oh, altcoin season, this and that. But this is usually more of a sign that you're getting towards the end of the cycle than the beginning. If you guys remember, in April of 2021, there was a time period where the quote unquote the flippening almost happened. And that was because Bitcoin started tanking and ETH took off by so much. The flippening is when the Ethereum market cap goes higher than Bitcoin. Now, we're a hell of a lot farther away from that now. All right. And partially because there's a lot of other things that Ethereum says you're going to do that there's other coins that can do it better, right? And we've just got tons of shit coins and a million meme coins and things like that. In my opinion, watered down the whole altcoin market. And then it kind of let Bitcoin shine because of TradFi got in there. There's big money pumping Bitcoin and everybody else doesn't really know what to do with the rest of them, which is a fair assessment, all right? I was a big time, I still am, but a big time blockchain enthusiast, and I'm studying crypto projects and blockchain projects and technology and all this shit. And in last cycle, it seemed like that shit was going to matter. And in this cycle, we just opened a casino with pump.fum and everybody had to have a meme coin, and now nothing matters at all. And that's why I said there is no Web3 yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just like whoever had the loudest community got the biggest pump, and then, all this shit is going to come crashing down. So Bitcoin's going to be the strongest long-term hold. All right. I mean, the fact that it took Ethereum this long to breach the highs of 2024 is actually not, to me, a good sign, considering how many new all-time highs Bitcoin made. But whatever. It is what it is. Where do we go from here, right? I'm just looking at this 10-minute chart of Bitcoin right now, giving me a nice, steady downstream here. And I'm just like, okay, you're going to have to show me something here. You know what I'm saying? Can we break above this at least? Can we make a new high from the weekend at least? It could happen. It can happen fast. We know it can happen fast. But we also know what caused this pump. It was Jerome Powell. I don't know how many more Jerome Powell speeches are coming now. You get what I'm saying? Well, we know one of them is going to happen at the next FOMC meeting where he's going to announce the thing that we already know. And in my prediction, it will be a massive sell the news event. That being said, I don't like to make these predictions hella far in advance because I want to see how we get there. And this is a prime example right here. Bitcoin was, peaked all-time high here on August 13th, came all the way back down. Jerome Powell announces rate increase, potentially now's the time has come that we're going to do a lower the interest rates, and we get this pump. But we didn't get a new all-time high from Bitcoin. We got this pump and started coming back down again. Well, what do you think is going to happen the day they actually announce it? part of the reason I think this happened though is because we were trading down this week. And so like it was almost like due for give back. Now the thing I always talk about is the NASDAQ. And the NASDAQ is what leads these markets. I really don't give a damn what anybody else says. This is just a fact of history, okay? The NASDAQ drops, crypto's going to freaking drop, man, all right? The NASDAQ pumped on Jerome Powell's speeches, and crypto pumped. But Bitcoin is hugging it a little bit more in the same sense that, like, the NASDAQ does not have a new all-time high either, right? It came up here and bounced. Now, granted, NASDAQ's not open on the weekends, so we don't really know. But it sure looks like Bitcoin is following it. Ethereum's like, oh, we're off to the races. This shit makes me nervous, man. Like, if you're buying Ethereum up here, like, if Monday is a red day in the stock market, Ethereum's going to crash hella hard. Hella hard. You know? Because what is the news that makes this pump one more time? Well, the NASDAQ's got a lot of momentum. It could just pump for any reason. Anyways, it's the freaking NASDAQ. They buy every dip. But my point is, after having this massive of a dip right here, you could kind of expect a bounce, man. The NASDAQ always bounces. It's the most bullish market of all times right now. So, to me, that's not that impressive or unexpected. Could it do another move, Monday, tomorrow, a little bit higher? Yeah, I don't think you're going to get this move in one day at least. But it's the NASDAQ. You never freaking know. That being said, seasonally at the end of the summer, which is after Labor Day, we got one more weekend. After Labor Day, usually markets tank, and it's for the weirdest reason. It's not the weirdest reason, but it's kind of a bullshit reason, but markets are self-fulfilling prophecies, so things happen. Basically, I swear to God, I didn't make this up, okay? They talk about this every single year on CNBC and mainstream financial news. Everyone goes on vacation for summer vacation in August, and then they come back. It's like, while the cat's away, the mice will play. They pump the markets. They come back, see everything overbought, and then they tank everything. I swear to God, it sounds like kind of ridiculous, but like that's what happens. They come back after Labor Day, and everybody takes profit because they're like, oh, the market got overheated. We will see if that happens this year. It doesn't happen every single year. If you had like a down month going into it, it does depend on how you get there. But we've had a hell of a summer, right? We've had one of the strongest bull runs in the NASDAQ ever. I keep posting this on Twitter. Can somebody find me a bigger run, other than right after COVID, that the NASDAQ had in a shorter amount of time, from all the way down here, all the way up to here? 45% in 86 days or whatever. It's like, that's a hell of a run for the NASDAQ. And we've seen some hella runs in the NASDAQ. You get what I'm saying? So, it was it's only a matter of time before it cools off. This kind of candle starts looking like, really like it might be a dead cat bounce. Hard to say. It's only been one day. But if next week tanks, or maybe next week is the last pump, I'll put it this way. If next week pumps like crazy, then I would expect the first week of September to go like just crash hard. And that could signal a blow off top in crypto, okay? Because we might see Ethereum, we might see ETH do some crazy shit. Bitcoin lags. My little pencil here. But we might see ETH do one of these. You know what I mean? Hits, what is that? Just ball 6,000, right? Sure, my pin just stopped there. And then all of a sudden, that's the end of the line for it. That could happen next week. And then it's all downhill from there. Now, I don't like making predictions too far in advance because I like to see when we get there. And the reason I say that is because I'm looking at the market cipher B momentum waves. Now, the daily does have a green dot right here, right? That's obviously bullish, right? And we could see why, right? The ticker's going nuts. But, things roll over as well. We also are looking at, different type. We had a little bear div here, and Ethereum's been strong. There's no doubt about it. But I don't know, man. We start getting up here. Weekly hasn't rolled over yet. The day that this gets a weekly red dot here is the day that this cycle might be over. We'll see. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is so strong it doesn't like to dump that much. But the fact that Ethereum is outperforming it, to me, is a potential sign of a top. We'll see. If Bitcoin pumps again and makes a new all-time high, then like bull market's still on. Ethereum leading the market to new all-time, that's a temporary thing. That's just kind of a scary situation. Now, altcoins. We're looking at all the other altcoins. A lot of them pumped on this news, but a lot of them look more like Ethereum. Some just pumped this morning. They're like lagging Ethereum. A lot of them, they started looking like Bitcoin coming down. They only then after that pumped. A lot of altcoins run with Ethereum, but I don't know, man. You get like 2 weeks of altcoin season is basically my point. You really only get like 2 weeks. You don't get very much time. You hope to make a 10 or 20x like this And it doesn't, I don't know. This cycle, it ain't looking like that, man. I think these meme coins watered this shit down so much, and they've dropped so much. I mean, you look at something like this, but then you zoom out, and you're like, bro, this came down from way up here. This is a coin that we lucky got a second pump on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Pump.fun is newer. Coins like this, way up here, and our way down here. So that's like, for them to make a new all-time high, I don't know what would have to happen. I don't know what would have to happen. I just don't buy it. So that's why I'm like, alt season is still not going to be. I don't know, man. Like, for me, let's talk about Algorand. This is what we talk about Algorand, okay? Riley, we're gonna talk about Algorand because Algorand is where I wish, I wish Algorand would pump to high heaven. But like, what makes it get back to $2 or whatever, or even hell, I just wanted to get back to 60 cents. Right, this is in December when it peaked. It was after the election, but it was also after Thanksgiving, and the fact that we couldn't get that pump here in May, or even the next pump in July, that's scary to me, man. It's a tough one for me, and I'm just like, I don't know what is the thing. Like, what would we need Ethereum to do? Crack 5,000, crack 6,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can happen quick. Like, it can happen. We know how it works. You catch it all in one night, right? Just like we saw that one. You catch it all in one time. This went straight up pretty quickly, but that's still only at 60 cents. You want me to go back? Let me tell you what I'm looking for. Oh, this doesn't show in the perps. It was up there. My highest purchase of Algorand was $1.89. That ain't even on this chart. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's way up here. I literally bought Algorand this high, my highest purchase. Okay, I bought it all the way down too, right? So we say super and Fleer, don't sugarcoat it. Okay, I'm gonna get to you, Savanta. So I'm just saying, like, as an Algorand bull, a guy who's never sold one, I've never sold any of my Algorand long-term bags. I've never sold them. I'm just like, bruh, like, I believe that the technology is good tech, and it's kind of like a gamble, if you will, that like good tech will one day be adopted. But like Web3 is not this cycle. That's what I'm trying to say. It ain't now. It's going to be on another cycle. Right now, Web3 is a casino. And that's a tough one for me. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough one. And the meme coins came and they just like stole all the liquidity. We were supposed to believe that all these tokens, that blockchain was going to blockchain technology was going to change the world. And it's a new way of, transmitting data basically online that was immutable. And, you know what I'm saying? It couldn't be hacked, all that kind of stuff. And like everyone decided to just use it to make their own meme coin and be their own casino. And the liquidity that would flow into a startup, if these were like startups, to make them, get funding for projects and all that other kind of stuff, like that, like the way the market is supposed to work, that broke. It just became a casino. And so these other projects, like if they weren't memed or whatever, then they weren't going to pump. And then, they kind of get snuffed out because there's a million other projects. So there's only so much liquidity this time too. People are thinking like, will retail come save our asses? I'm like, what? Retail ain't got no money this time. What retail? Finance is the only game in town. You either got it or you didn't. If you got flushed out in 2022, you over here struggling right now. We're not got no stimulus checks and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough one. Retail ain't going to save our ass. We better hope you're in some long-term bags that TradFi wants to jump into. And, credit to Ethereum. TradFi wants to jump into Ethereum now. You know what I'm saying? They were lagging this whole cycle. And all of a sudden, it was just Tom Lee or what? ETS finally, Larry Fink, whoever, they finally decided to pump it. I just think that this is going to be the first thing they dump when the bear market comes. Because make no mistake about it, you guys, there will be a bear market, okay? So, it's only a matter of when, not a matter of if. And, the NASDAQ can have a legit bear market for 6 months to a year and drop 25%. And it'll seem terrible and painful forever. But in crypto, the meme coins and everything else will go down 90%, 95%. Hell, we already saw that. We already saw that this year. We already saw that this year. I just picked one like whiff, like Jesus. I'm going to just do the ruler real quick. From the top of whiff to the bottom of here, down 92%. You're crazy if you think that can't happen again, okay? And here's how it works, too. Trading is a hell of a thing. This is the other reason why I like short-term trading. Long-term holds, the calculation is kind of funky, right? That was 92%. Let's say we want to go 92% down here just from July. Where's 92% down from July? Let me go right there. That's only to there. It's damn near the same. We went from all the way. So let me just I'm trying to make sure you guys understand it. This is how markets work. This is the thing that I think a lot of people who are A, new to finance or B, just like blinded by the whole casino aspect of it, KOLs or whoever, this is a math trick. The reason why everybody gets rich from finance is because it's a math trick. These numbers, the way these move, is not how the real world works, right? Elon Musk didn't sell twice as many Teslas right after the election to make his share price go up twice as high. That's not what happened with Tesla. You get what I'm saying? So this is a math trick. All of this shit is fake. So I just showed you that from here to here was 92% drop. That's hell far. But from here to here is also a 92% drop. So you see how it's like everything is like relative. So again, it's like, this is why like holding it longer, if you'd held this from here to here and then just went, okay, so let's say that is 903. So check this out. So 903, that's 92% from there. But if I went from here to down to 903, watch, right there. That's only like 97%. You only squeezed out an extra 5%. You see what I'm saying? You didn't really make, like, if you were holding this long to here, you might as well have just taken profit. Because why? You could have entered again. You could have entered again right here, and even 92% would just be back down in there again. So that's why, I can't help it. You can be a long-term investor, DCA or whatever the case may be, in something that you think is bullish like Bitcoin or the NASDAQ. But like when you're a trader, it's like, bro, just give me the green. And you reposition it, and it'd be a new peak for you to enter to short, or a new valley to go long. It's a weird, like the way the math works. Holding long term is like not beneficial as much as people like, as much as Warren Buffett wants you to think. Okay, because if you trade it just like Warren Buffett, you would never catch up mathematically, right? So I'm skeptical about anything pumping back to the highs of December if they haven't already. Man, I'm telling you, ETH just barely got back there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that impressive to me. Listen, I hope we get an altcoin season, but I am not optimistic. I'm betting on the downside. That's all I'm saying. All right, we want to look at Flare, FLR, and Super. I have Flare on my list somewhere, but instead of looking for it, I'll probably just type it in. Here it is. I knew it was orange. Guys, I got a hell of tickers on this list, and I look at them like regularly. Okay, Flare. FLR. Okay, well, let's take a look, right? So we zoomed out to here. This is the daily chart. We've got February of 24. So to me, it's not a good sign, Savanto. February 24, that was when we had the beginning of the bull run. If you peaked there and you couldn't make a new high, where is this? This is April of 24. Over here, we got December of 24, after the election. Boy, that's a tough one, We're looking at a pretty strong downstroke here. I know you've probably seen somewhere online, someone said, when it breaks out of this channel, it's going. They probably somewhere on Twitter, you've seen someone say, if it breaks out of this channel, we're going straight to the moon. Yeah, I don't know about that. Here's the thing, you guys. I've been doing this shit for so long. I used to fall victim to all the shit you see on Twitter and all the YouTubers tell you to. And then I realized that it's 99% bullshit. And it's just like, wait a minute. You're like, this chart is a falling wedge of like 2 years. Like, bro, the shit don't work that way, man. It just never does. What they're hoping for, whoever's selling that, they've loaded some boat and they're hoping you guys push a breakout from here to here, and they're going to sell profit. Like, they can just get one breakout. They're going to sell and get out. They're not holding that shit to up here. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? What makes it get up there is my question. Where's the money coming from? Why are they buying this particular ticker for it to do that? I don't know. Now, if there's some news or some partnership or some deal, or all of a sudden Larry Fink accidentally, writes FLR on his news report or something like, something like that could happen. But like essentially all coins are trading like meme coins, like they're just because somebody got hot. It's weird, bro. There's no like, they're going to solve the world's problems. That's why we should buy it. Nobody's saying that. I'm sorry. They're just not. They're not even saying that about Ethereum. I don't even know why it's pumping, So, Bitcoin got the digital gold tag on it, the seal of approval, and it's Bitcoin, right? But I don't know about everybody else, bro. So this is a tough one for me right here. I'm going to leave that line on there. Let's look at Super. That's somewhere deeper on the list. Was Super bullish? I had some bullish tickers at the top first. I got hella tickers on this list, y'all. Here's Super. Boom. See? I knew it was up here. Bullish. I didn't even think I was going to find it. Okay, so Super. Shit, this almost looks like a Head and Shoulders at first glance. So, boy, this is a perp contract. I don't know what the chart looks like before. Was super brand new here in December of 23? I don't know. This is when the perp started on Phemex. So just so you guys know too, when you're looking at TradingView, you got to make sure you're on the exact ticker you're trying to read. Phemex is the exchange I use. So you select Phemex, you select your ticker, and then it's also the perpetuals contract. That's the one I'm trading, so you get the exact price. So, if it's something that has like hella history and the perp is shorter, you might want to pull up the spot one and then look at that. But just, 2023 is pretty far. I'm looking at super here and, okay, so here it is again. So it peaked in March 24, like a lot of things. Bitcoin made its new all-time high there. It pumped after the election, and now we're looking at out of favor. So here's what I'm looking at, Cervanto. I'm looking at first, when I look at any of these coins, right, and I go down this whole list, I'm looking, okay, we know obviously everything shit the bed after January, right? My question to determine if you're relatively bullish or bearish is how big did you bounce, right? When other stuff bounced, when Bitcoin bounced, basically, when the NASDAQ bounced, right, they all came back and made all-time highs up here. But this one didn't. It's not showing me strength. I have to have a reason. This is why I said in my Discord, I'm like, man, price damn near tells you everything you need to know. I remember when a guy came on there and said that on the CNBC, and I kind of thought he was full of shit. But it makes sense, right? Because all of this stuff is just driven by momentum. There's not like some fundamentals that are making this has to go to the top because a quarterly ordering. It don't work that way in crypto, right? You need pumpament. We call them fundamentals, call them pumpamentals, or pumponomics, like what is going to make this pump, I personally don't know anything about the project really, but like just looking at price action, it's relatively weak compared to itself and compared to others that did make new all-time highs. So why is the money going to rush back into this and make a pump up here? I don't have an answer for that, right? Like who's going to be buying it? And that's how I always got to think, like in a practical sense of the word. And so like I think it was last week, the week before, when I was talking about Bitcoin dominance, leveraged ETFs, and anything that's on a chart that is not connected to an actual spot price. When people do TA on it, that's fool's gold because TA is representative of supposed to be something buying and selling. Support and resistance is buying and sellers at this level. If your chart is just like a description of other charts, then it's not like people buying or selling at that level, like rubber meets the road. It's just the results of other things occurring. So doing TA on it is a fool's errand. I understand people believe in it like it's their religion or whatever. I'm not trying to offend nobody's religion, but like doing TA on it is just for the fun of it. It's not real. So this is a real ticker that people are buying, and the sellers capped out here. We ran out of buyers at this level, basically, right? This is clearly a top here. If you want me to draw a line, I will. This was clearly a top, right? This is clearly resistance. All right, the white line. I use white lines for support and resistance. Like clearly, right? And it fell hard too. It couldn't get past this last hot on this next pump. Boy, like what's going to be the thing that makes it break through? Like I'm just not that confident. This has become a relatively bearish ticker. So that's super. Was there something else? I'm sorry. What was the one, Marietta? Somebody asked for one in the profit circle. It's down 30%. He said he was going to short it. He's already down money. Let me see. I got the profit circle up here. He was up money because he was shorting it. Let's see. I don't know if it bounced or not. What was that ticker? I was driving around a lot yesterday, so I didn't get to be on the charts like I wanted to be. Let's see. And I'm going to be scalping after this, man. I realized how much more money I can make so much faster scalping. And so much safer, too. Where was that ticker? It dumped 20%. What ticker was that? 20%. Fucking ticker was that? Down 35%. Shit. Oh, well, WLFI. Now, that was not on my list. I don't know that one. WLFI. Let's see if Phemex doesn't have it. So we can look at it still. Let's see here. And after this, we're going to play the rap. So stay tuned. We're going to play this rap after this one. I got Radium. So it looks like these Uniswap. So, okay, it's not on exchanges, it looks like. It's mostly just, you got to buy it on a DEX. But we'll take a quick look. Yeah, okay. So this is why these are risky business, guys. People are spot trading this, of course. You're not, this is not a contract. This is not a perpetuals contract. So this is going to be risky any way you slice it. I mean, God, this moves so rigid. You know what I mean? If you bought down here, first pump you get, you take your profit. I mean, that's how that works. If it was up here, you know, I don't know when he asked me exactly, like when like did this pump happen? You want to short it? You have to be careful. I would set a stop loss trying to short something like this, like a tight stop. It's almost like either you caught the top or you didn't, because they're just going to scam wick you anytime they want to. Kind of hard to do TA on a ticker like this. It really is, man. All right, we're going without further ado. All right, I already said my piece about meme coins, and I already showed you guys the hook of that song, how it goes. I'm about to show you what I just wrote. I woke up at 4 in the morning and I did this shit. All right, I woke up at 4 in the morning and I did this one, and I was just like, you know what, man? I actually had this idea so long ago, and these damn meme coins decided to pump again. Holy shit, look at this real quick. Hold on one second. Breakout prop. Uh-oh. We're getting a big dump all of a sudden here. What happened? I don't know. But you know what? This song is apropos, so I'm going to play it. We're getting a Sunday pumped and then Sunday dump, and then wait till Monday. Real quick, let me look at see what Phemex is doing. Whoa, I still have a bunch of shorts open in Phemex. What the heck? All of a sudden, everything is, I mean, I was already green, but got some giga short action here. All right, well, yeah, perfect time to play my song. It's kind of apropos to this. So, Bitcoin dump, yeah, King's mentality, everything dumping now. You guys, I'm skeptical of all these pumps. I really don't know what to tell you, man. I just, you know, listen, we're closer to the end than we are the beginning. That's all I can really say with certainty. You know, with I really believe that we're closer to the end than the beginning. And it behooves you to trade accordingly. I'll put it that way. Get in and get out. I'm going to be scalping here. But first, oh, God. Jesus. Look at that Bitcoin dump. This is the one. Let's see, in the 10-minute candle. That's a 10-minute Bitcoin candle? Holy shit. What the heck? On a Sunday? Asian markets aren't even open yet. What the feezy? It was a big, and shout out Blueberry for putting in the CME gaps, too. We talk about the CME gaps. Anybody wants to know, it's in the market analysis channel. He always calls out the CME gaps on the weekend. But I think we're going to make back up for that CME gap. Holy shit. Okay. Anyways, without further ado, we're about to get into this one right here. Should have did this one a long time ago, man. But there's no time like the present, you feel me? It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. We on a come up. Check. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. I see the same thing going once again. The siren called and she brung a friend. Fake ass pumps try to suck you in. You should have learned your lesson, don't fuck with them. I got stopped out by a scam with. Ripped my shit and it damaged it. Price took off so damn quick, I got distracted by a pic of a landing strip. Now I flip that shit like I switched to fader. She got a twin with her who a imitator. For good luck they wanna come and kiss the trader. And it's hot girl summer, but I hit you later. Just tell your friend that I'm locked in. You ain't starting 5, she ain't top 10. I got bigger mad, I bought bigger bags, and I'll win it back and we'll talk then. See, these memes be acting up. Big banks be stacking up. Right now I ain't laughing, but when a bear comes I'll be cracking up. Percentage so big I couldn't frown. A meme coin king wears a wooden crown. My Bitcoin shine every time that I rhyme, and it's a come up when I put it down. See, these memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. 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 Me, I'd rather be shorting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. It's a come up. Man, you know I always keep it real with y'all, man. Because these memes do be acting up. And these investors be letting them. Just like the Wale Meek Mill song, okay? So I had to get that one off my chest because this shit is not going to hold up. It's not going to be sustainable, right? And I'm looking at a coin like this right now, just waiting for this to break. Meme is going to dump. You know what I'm saying? This shit pumped for no freaking reason, hella far. You know it's going to dump, but it could just scam wick you at any moment, like I'm sure it did here. Got me here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fake. But you know what? You know, I got my long-term trades open right here, so we're going to do some scalping. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now check this out. All right, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do some scalping here real quick. Let's do some scalping. Say what's up to the chat if you like that rap. All right. What do we want to scalp? Scalp Ethereum Classic? Why not? Let's take a look, see here. A little bit weird when you get a dump like that. But basically, first thing we're doing is looking for the 1 hour, okay? So I would like to wait for the 1 hour. Oh, let me pull up. So what I'm doing is I have two screens. Actually, I have it like this. Oh, not like that. I have it like this, right? So I'll have one up top and one down below. But just so for the sake of being able to see this a little bit easier, we're gonna I'm gonna just zoom in on a trading view, and then we'll go from there. Let me see here. So we know we're gonna get a run hour red dot on this, right? Like, it's gonna happen. So what I would say is, in this case, normally you might not know, you might be waiting to see. I know I'm gonna get one though, right? So then I'm gonna zoom in on the 10-minute. And now, of course, the 10-minute had a red dot before the 1 hour. That's how it works on Market Cipher B. The smaller time frame rolls up into the larger time frame. So the way it works is we got to wait now. We want to wait to short on the next red dot. And we're shorting because we have a red dot on the one. I'm presuming we're going to have a red dot on the 1 hour here, right? So we zoom in here on a 10-minute. And you just have to wait, man. You got to be patient. Because what's going to happen is it's going to make us a little move up like this. And eventually there's going to get a green dot here. Okay, it's going to come like this, and then you get a red dot, and then it'll tank, and then that's where we're going to enter the short. Okay, so hope that makes sense there. Hope you guys are still there in the chat. Say something in the chat if you can still hear me. Hope this shit didn't get cut off or something like that. Let's see what we got on the counter here. We still got some people there. All right, so this is how it works. We're going to wait for that. Now, again, this is a little bit of a weird circumstance because when you're looking at this, you know, that waterfall is like, okay, well, what's real and what's fake? Things are moving so fast, right? But if you had been trading with the trend, you might have caught that. Maybe not. That's a pretty big drop right there. But the point is you would have gotten out before you got wrecked. Let's see here. We want to see, let me just zoom in a little bit. So what I'm doing is because I'm waiting for the 10-minute dot. First, I got to see the 1 minute dot, right? So sure, we got a 1 minute dot. Oh, let me pull up trend view. We got a 1 minute dot here. Down here, it's going up. Obviously, 1 minute comes before the 3 minute, 5 minute, 10-minute. So basically now I'd watch the 1 minute, wait for you're going to get a 1 minute red dot at some point, right? So when you get the 1 minute red dot, the next thing is then wait for the 3 minute. Then you'd wait for the 5 minute and then 10-minute. We got a little ways to go, right? This is going to take some time for this 10-minute wave to do a full cycle, an up and then down, right? It's going to take a little bit of time. You just have to wait. I mean, you could gamble and go in right here, but what if this keeps going your face? It's just not worth it. So we're going to wait. And then when you look at it on like Breakout Prop, this is the 5 minute. Oh, let me put it on the 1 minute. So I'll put Breakout Prop on the 1 minute. Okay. Breakout Prop on a 1 minute chart. And I will put, and then I'll have Trading View on somewhere between the 1 and 10 minute chart. Because I'm already, once we know the trend is you know, our wins out our back with the 1 hour, and then we just zoom in. So I'm looking at just anything 10, 5, 3, 1. And we just got to just wait. That's all you can do. Okay, look, we're going to get a 1 minute red dot soon, right? So I can tell you that right now. We'll get a 1 minute red dot soon. I mean, if you wanted to cheat ahead, you could, but it's not wise because what will probably happen is you get a little like this, and then you get a little, and maybe it won't go higher, but maybe it will. So you don't want to, you might as well just wait. This rarely happens, right? This was an anomaly more so. Would that happen again right here like this? I kind of doubt it. Right? Got a pretty strong bounce here in just as many minutes, right? As far as time goes, right? From here to here was 7 bars, 7 minutes. So from here to here, another 7 bars. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna. It might roll over now, but it's not gonna just go again like that quickly. So we're gonna wait. See, it's already the green dot. You got to wait. That's all you can do. You got to hurry up and wait. You know, So in the meantime, let's see. I always say in the meantime, then I look up and the thing is already happening. You feel me? It's starting to roll over. Okay, so look, I know we're going to get a 1 minute red dot, right? It's coming. All right, it's coming. Definitely coming 1 minute red dot. The question is, when will the 3 minute? The 3 minute just got this. See, when I zoom out like this, it makes me feel like we might get a little zigzag here, right? Sure, you might come down here, but then you might get this, and you might get this, you might get this, and maybe then it'll come down. You know what I'm saying? But like, I doubt it's just going to. So it caught the momentum caught right here, right? This wick was a big wick. It caught right there. This wick is not going to just get surpassed hell of quickly. Pretty big wick coming down. So what might happen is this green dot could disappear, in which case that counts as still a red dot. So that's the thing, too. I want to call this out. So the way Market Cipher B works is that the dot, see it just disappeared? You see that? The dot is only close. So technically now we do have a red dot on the 3 minute and 5 minute and the 10 minute. So you could enter back in technically because you now have that there. It's a little bit weird because of that drop. I don't want to. Oh, so you got a red. Yeah, there's the red dot on the 1 minute. 3 minute. It's kind of trying to sort it out. There's not a big move. We're kind of at the end of the move, kind of waiting for this dust to settle. Gosh, you could jump back in. I don't want to jump in at the end of a move like this, though. It's better to wait. It might go down some more. Because that 1 minute rolled over, the 3 minute and the 3 minute dot's back again. You see? Kind of better to wait till the setup comes how you want it. So what happens is on Market Cipher B, this dot is not printed until the candle closes, right? And we've got 4 seconds. In 4 seconds, it will print. Okay? Now, for my strategy, I'm not waiting for the printed candle. Okay? We're not waiting for the printed candle. We just need it to show. Because if it flashes on the 10 minute, I would just get out and get back in if it went away. But it takes a little bit more to move a 10 minute. 3 minute flashing is not, you see, it happens so quick, right? And look, the 1 minute is green again. You see what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't the top. I would like to see the full cycle kind of play out, right? It's going to take minutes, maybe 10 or 20, I don't know, maybe an hour before this really happens. If I short it right here, it'd be a little bit of a gamble. It might win. It might work. It definitely could. It's not doing a strategy, and when I'm a slave to the system, I master the money. So there's kind of no point in trying to do things that are outside of the system. You feel me? Damn, classic. Let's go. What time is it? 12:48. All right. Yeah, this is a tough one here. Looking at it on here. Oh, yeah, this one. So this is how you see double. I'll zoom out. What are we looking at here? Like, what did it really do? Where did it come back to? This is not Barbara. Look at it. Trading view. This is the 5 minute chart. Oops. It came back down halfway of this dump. Let's see. This is the one with the frosting. So I always say this is the cake down here, and this is the frosting. When I trade, I'm looking at Market Cipher B first, is the 80% of it, and then 20% is the frosting. I never eat the frosting without the cake. So I'm just looking up here at the frosting and trying to see, okay, do I see something? Is something hidden support? This was a little, this is on a 5 minute chart, but this is a little support right here on the 5 minute chart, clearly, right? You can kind of see it did, it's hovering around that support resistance zone on the 5 minute chart. Like I said, it'll probably go lower. It's hard for me to just jump back in because we missed the initial move. I don't like chasing. We need like a reset on the straight. It's not really a reset. We're going to get the 1 hour red dot, and then we're going to wait for the 10 minute. And then the 10 minute, it'll be a retrace. There's always a retrace. Was that the retrace? Well, we haven't gotten the green dot yet. So we need the green dot on the 10 minute, and then on the next red dot is where we go lower. That's what we're waiting on. All set in the house. What's going on, man? Glad you shorted yesterday. Heck yeah. Yeah. I feel you, man. After this dump, I was just going over the strategy. All set. You didn't see the music video. I just dropped a new song here. I had to speak on the meme coins, man. Oh, is this beat in the background? I forgot you guys couldn't hear it. I can still hear it in my headphones, but it's separate for the show. Now you can hear the music in the background, right? All set? Trading is boring, man. Got to sit around here and wait. But the thing is, if we do wait, it'll pay dividends in the long run. This is why I say, like, if I know I'm going to scalp today, I'm going to look. I'm going to set aside about 3 hours. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set aside about 3 hours, and I'm going to tell myself, like, don't bother me for 3 hours. You know what I mean? I'm looking at charts, and maybe I'll catch a good time to start on my phone or whatever, but we're going to get set up here, and we're going to be like, okay, we're waiting for this next move. I mean, now would actually be a good time to say we're going to start the 3 hour period right now, right? We're like, okay, I know this 1 hour is going a little funky because we caught this dot. So, like, we're technically still on a red dot. What I'm really waiting for, oops, let me pull this up. What I'm really waiting for is for this here. Come on. I just want to see if this will roll over. But the thing is, it's still heading down. It's still a red dot. So there's no like particular reason why that has to happen. And it's still going down. Would have been risky to jump in there, though. So we're still going to wait. It's going to catch at some point, and it'll go up, and then the next one is where I would enter. Entered here would be a little risky. So I got a 3-minute red dot, and then everything's at a red dot, you know? So it's not like, it's like the trend is not, I mean, you could jump in, but you would be late. And the reason why I don't like doing that is because your net profit over time, that will catch up. I mean, listen, you could get lucky, but then you'd have to get out. You could get lucky and get out, but what if it started going against you as soon as you went in? You know, you wouldn't, because you didn't get the good entry up here, you'd be giving back more than you'd want to give back. You'd be starting out a little net negative. Not a lot. This is the thing about the strategy is that, like, as long as you don't fight a 10-minute dot, you won't ever lose a lot of money. That's ultimately what it comes down to. And in this game, if you don't lose, you'll win. You see what I'm saying? How's the momentum at the moment right now? I said, well, momentum, I mean, you say at the moment, but it's only been 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and the momentum just shifted today. It was up like a mother. And then in the middle of the live stream, it just, so, you know, the momentum just flipped is the answer to that question, right? When I started live stream here at noon, we had the end of a big bullish momentum, and then it just gave it all back. This is Ethereum Classic. If you want to, we'll look at Bitcoin. So that's the other thing, too. Oh, that's the other thing I have to call out. Remember, I always have two tickers up on Breakout Prop, because on Breakout Prop, I want the ticker over here that's going to be like my base ticker. So we'll call it Ethereum, right? If I'm trading Ethereum Classic, I want to see what Ethereum's doing over here. And then is Ethereum Classic relatively bullish or bearish compared to it? Like in the moment, right? Let me put up the 1 minute. In the moment, right? We have to zoom in. In the moment. What do we got here? Like on that drop, was it more bullish or bearish? It's almost identical. Just looking at this, you know, almost identical as far as how big of a drop it was, and then the bounce and the recovery. So I'm looking at this recovery like that wick is that wick, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost identical, man. Except for, look at this current candle. ETH is a little bit bigger red candle. You know, let's retrace this green more back down. So ETH is technically in the exact moment a little more bearish than Ethereum Classic. Maybe Ethereum Classic will play up and will catch up to the downside. I'm a little concerned. So now if I'm doing my frosting, my TA on the price chart, you know, we didn't make a lower low here. So I could, say, I'll jump in right here. But the thing is, it's a little bit risky because until this breaks down, I don't know. And I know, again, this is why you don't enter early. Don't worry about a couple moves you're missing. You want to stick to the strategy here. We know we're going to get that red dot, and then we got to wait. Henry's in the house. What's popping, Henry? Joining a little bit late here. We went over a bunch of things, but well, we got a couple new people. I might have to play the music video again. Let me tell you what I'm waiting on, okay? So what I'm waiting on right now is if I'm going to be doing scalping, I want to wait on trading view. I'm waiting on, this is 10-minute chart. We know we're going to get a 1 hour red dot here because this, okay, there's the 1 hour red dot, right? So what I'm waiting on is the 10-minute, and this is Bitcoin, I'm sorry. Well, I was trading Ethereum Classic right here. I'm sure the 1 hour red dot's got to be here soon. Soon enough. We're going to get a 1 hour red dot. That's written. So it was like I'm waiting to get the little pump and roll back over again because this red dot is already here. It already made its move. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting. You know, it'll do a little one of these and come back at some point, but I don't know how high it'll go. This will get a green dot eventually in the 10-minute, and then it'll roll over and get a red dot, and then that red dot is the one that we entered short. You see what I'm saying, Henry? So that's why I'm waiting on this. Like, you know, you got to hurry up and wait. That's all you can do. And, you know, in the meantime, I might be looking at other tickers or whatever the case may be. You know, maybe I'm looking at position sizing. right? Might be in breakout prop looking at positions. Okay, how big of a position do I want to go? Right? You got 3,500. Look, I got over 100 grand here. 3,500 was not that much money, but the last time I traded that much, if I go on my history, I mean, I won. Pretty cool. Out the way. Right? You know, 3,500 won me 330 bucks. Won me 10% in hours. You know what I'm saying? So it's not much, but we could go bigger. We could go bigger here. You know, I'm just kind of looking at some of that. Won back my whiff. I had lost these whiffs. What is it? What was this? Oh, ARB. I did do well on ARB down here. This is last week's trades, technically. We just got, see, this is catching right. This is why I don't want to go short right here, because it's trying to find a bottom. And that's why I say stick to the strategy, because if we might get a bunch of wicks, a bunch of shit doing this down here. I'm not trying to trade. Oh, let me show you. I'm sorry. On trading view, I'm not trying to trade all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, I can make any money doing all that. That's why I'm trying to wait it out. I mean, that's the way the strategy works. You got to wait. And I might not wait this whole this whole live stream. What I'm gonna do while I wait for the people who just joined, Henry and all set. I think I'm gonna play the music video I just made again one time while we wait for this, because I'm waiting on two things to happen. I'm waiting on a green dot, and then I'm waiting on a red dot in order to go short. So that's gonna take a little while. So in the meantime, we're gonna play the music video one more again. For those who didn't see, should have did this one a long time ago, man. But there's no time like the present, you feel me? It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. We on a come up. Check. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. I see the same thing going once again. The siren call that she brung a friend. Fake ass pumps try to suck you in. You should have learned your lesson. Don't fuck with them. I got stopped out by a scam whip. Ripped my shit and it damaged it. Price took off so damn quick. I got distracted by a pic of a landing strip. Now I flip that shit like I switched to fader. She got a twin with her who an imitator. For good luck they wanna come and kiss the trader. And it's hot girl summer, but I hit you later. Just tell your friend that I'm locked in. You ain't starting 5, she ain't top 10. I got bigger mad, I bought bigger bags. Now I win it back and we'll talk then. See, these memes be acting up. Big banks be stacking up. Right now I ain't laughing, but when a bear comes I'll be cracking up. Percentage so big I couldn't frown. A meme coin king wears a wooden crown. My Bitcoin shine every time that I rhyme, and this will come up when I put it down. See, these memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. 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 Me, I'd rather be shorting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. It's a come up. Man, that one was a banger right there. You feel me? It's to come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. Always keep it real with you every day, man. I'm not getting paid by no projects, none of that shit. Ain't no sponsorships. Right here on the screen, not financial advice, anything I say on the show, but right here on the screen is my affiliate partnerships, Breakout Prop and Phemex. If you use these codes to create a project or anything, not create a project, to purchase anything, I may earn a commission. Breakout Prop is where you get up to 100 grand for only 999 bucks. I got a new video about Breakout Prop, explaining how it works and the advantages and stuff. Just a brief strategy in there. I got more strategy on the channel. Phemex, if you use that invite code to create an account, you can either copy trade me or you can just trade on there, but you get special perks when you use my invite link. Better stuff than I can even say live. You'll notice when you use it. Just got to put that out there, though. It's definitely a partnership that I got to call out. Man, I appreciate you guys in the chat, man. Blockchain Cowboy, Henry, Crypto Plumber, all set. You feel me? I woke up at 4 this morning and I wrote that shit. I was like, man, this one, I've been meaning to do this one for a minute. You know what I mean? I'm like, look, this shit, it just worked too hard, man. These memes be acting up. If you guys didn't see at the beginning of the show, I showed you where I got that from. You know what? We got a little more time here because I'm still waiting on this. It wants to go down but I feel like we might get some little wickage here. I'm waiting for the green one and then the red one, okay? Again, coulda, woulda, shoulda, maybe entered up here, but that wouldn't have been the strategy, and it's a little risky. We're going to see if it's going to find the bottom or whatnot. While we waiting, I'm going to show you the original video of where I got that from so you guys understand why I chose to do the cadence of the song the way I chose to do it. It's right here. It's a Wale, Meek Mill song, really Maybach music song. I'm going back for those who don't know. We're going to play it one time.
Be acting up, D-ho be acting up, D-ho be acting up, and these niggas be letting up. These hoes be acting up, D-ho be acting up, D-ho be acting up, and these niggas be letting up. These hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting them. I crush them hoes, I never let them hoes, and these niggas be sweating them. So I run shit like Edgerrin, or better yet, like Revenant. And on the bottom of my sneaks, they red, man. And I ain't talking about no damn F in them. Stay Louboutin and I super grind. VS Stones, they super shine. I pop a perk, I get super hot, and I drill you, bitch. Rookin' out, I rock time for it. Concourse, and I shine on these dime hoes. This bitch done bought me a Rolex, and I still ain't got no time for it. These hoes be acting up. These niggas be acting tough. I'm in the phantom, I'm backing up, and I'm bust down, but I'm strapped fuck. So hold your horses, polo horses, Aston Martin, we rollin' Royces. Real niggas up in the building, them hoes choose, cause ain't no more choices. D-ho be acting up, D-ho be acting up.
Shout out to the chat.
D-ho be acting up.
You know where I got my hook from. Got this beat,
these
such a banger.
be acting up. D-ho be acting up. These hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting on. 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 Me, I don't be sweating on. These hoes be acting up. These hoes be acting up. These hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting on. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? These traders be letting them. You feel me? Yo, it's the come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. Oh, we ain't gonna play it again. We're gonna play it again. It's the come up with your boy Cassius Cuvée. We looking over here at the charts. If you guys didn't see last week, I got my championship belt here from the Influencer Awards a couple of years ago, and then I got another one that's over there from this year. And I just wanted to show y'all your boy Cassius Cuvée has won best micro influencer in the past. So shout out to my man Adam for that. And as you know, I hosted it 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas and handed out the belts to all the great influencers that were there. And that was a fun event. That was pretty cool. I performed and did a couple of songs at the beginning and the end, and you know, and hosted the awards. All right, let's take a look at these charts real quick. We got someone new in the chat. How's it going, man? Okay, it says, when will you withdraw the profits? With profits, and so what can you trust a breakout prop? Wait, with profits so that we can trust. So breakout prop profits, you can withdraw every day. So if you got profits in there right now, I think Hussein just pronounced the name, you can withdraw them every day. They're on-demand withdrawal, which is cool. So you can go in there. So first, you obviously got to pass the evaluation. But once you're a funded trader, as soon as you get green, you can just withdraw. There's not a minimum amount of money or anything like that. I think maybe it's just once a day. I don't know if you can withdraw twice a day, but I know you can withdraw every day. That you can do. And, you know, just make $1,000 a day on here. And that's without even using the whole bankroll. You don't need to use the whole 100,000 on a trade. That's why I was showing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is only on like 3,500. You know, about 10% is less than a day. Now, remember too. By the way, I'm gonna call this out. If you guys using Breakout Prop, you get 2x leverage built in already for all of the altcoins except Bitcoin and Ethereum. You get 5x leverage. So that's like saying, Bitcoin, if you were, let's say you were going to use the whole 100 grand on one Bitcoin trade, that's like saying $500,000 worth of buying power. So you're going to see that P&L move fast, okay? Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to have fast P&L. Now, that being said, you know, Ethereum and Bitcoin aren't as volatile as some of these other altcoins. So like Ethereum Classic is only 2x leverage, but it's so volatile that like, you know, you're going to make up for some of that difference between the 5x leverage of Ethereum or this. But you need to know that that's the underlying thing. So like, for example, if I made $330 on this Ethereum Classic, but my position was 3,500, that's roughly 10%. That would mean that Ethereum Classic only moved 5%. Okay, does that? I hope saying that math makes sense. Because I made 10% profit in, I don't know what is 12 hours, 18 hours, however long that was. It wasn't very long. It was like overnight or something. But basically, it was only a 5% move, not a 10% move. You get what I'm saying? And because there's 2x leverage built into the ticker. And the reason you need to know that is because when you're first new on Breakout Prop, it seems like it moves so fast that you're like, damn, what the hell? Like, people get breached kind of quickly or faster than they thought because they're using too big of a position size. You don't need as big of a position size. Let's see. Did you ever withdraw your profit? Yeah, I withdraw I have a video. This was in the old, I've been on Breakout Prop for over a year. They actually changed it. But I have a video of me withdrawing profits on my YouTube channel. Let me see if I can find that for you. Okay. It doesn't look the same because they redid their whole platform. But I've definitely withdrawn my profits from Breakout Prop. Let me see here. Yeah, there's a lot. Listen, you got a lot of fair questions here. There's a lot of scammers on prop firms, so you do have to be careful about that. I can't really vouch for any other prop firms. I personally haven't used any other prop firms, so I don't know. But I have heard a lot of horror stories. I knew there's some with rules that like for example, there's someone in the profit circle who's saying you should join the private group, the profit circle. There's other traders in there who have a lot of experience as well. Blueberry's in there, and he's got one for like TradFi, which is a traditional finance, NASDAQ and shit. And it's not that they're a scam or anything. He's been using them for years, but they have different rules where they like force you to trade. They're like, you got to make I can't remember what he told me, but I think it was like you have to have a minimum of 5 trades a month or something like that. So there's other prop firms that kind of like pressure you into trading and stuff. And, that kind of, for me, I don't really like that usually because it makes me make decisions I might not otherwise make, right? So even like right now, for example, right? Like I have no pressure to trade right now, but if I did, I might have jumped in this short. It might have worked. I might have got burned. You get what I'm saying? Like I might have been forced to trade. On Breakout Prop, you can take as much time as you want to actually enter, to pass your evaluation or to trade. There's no time limit. And that shit is helpful because now you just wait for whatever you believe is your perfect setup. You feel me? You just wait it out. All right, it's doing the do. We never got it. We never got my strategy over here on this. So that's all right. We waited out. You know what I'm saying? If we missed this move. I mean, you guys know, I've got shorts open, swing shorts already open in Phemex, so all of this shit is green. Got a lot of green over here in Phemex. You can also trade on Phemex if you want, you know what I mean? I'm going to start scalping more on Phemex too because I kind of want to test it. Here's the thing. So Breakout Prop, you got 100 grand to trade with. But Phemex, if you put 10,000 in, you only 10x, you got 100K, right? So I mean, I could even do 20x and have 200K. So like, I probably am going to start doing some larger leverage because I can use a fatter bankroll. Like I just did it. I was just kind of messing around. I did like $10,000 scalping on Phemex. What was it, yesterday, Friday night? And I think it was Friday night. And it's like, it's easy because you don't even need that much money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 10,000 wasn't shit when I got 10,000 already in there. I put 10,000 on one position because I did 10x on it when I did like 1,000, right? So I'm like, okay, well if I have, let's say even 5,000, if I put 5,000 of real money. See, here's the thing. The way my strategy works with the trading view, with the market cipher B, because I always have a situation where I will get out of a trade, I can use a pretty fat bankroll, and worst case scenario, I wouldn't even lose a lot of money because I would get out as soon as this 10-minute dot turned against me. So you can get away with a pretty big bankroll because it's such a short-term move. Let's see, what's he asking me? Why are you up 27,000? Could you please make a video withdraw? I'm leaving that in there. Oh, the breakout prop. I'm leaving that in there because I want people to see how it's growing for the show. You see, so that's why I'm not going to touch that. We're going to let that keep growing. I want this to grow as far as it'll grow. But you can have I'd have to pass another evaluation. Maybe I'll try to pass another evaluation and then I'll do that. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll start another eval account. If they let you have one eval account open at a time, but you can have a regular account. If they haven't changed it, you can have a regular account and then an eval account at the same time. Like you can pass one and get open one more. It's to my understanding. So, but here's the thing too. Breakout Prop has pretty good customer service, so you can always ask them that kind of stuff too. Usually, in my experience, they replied to me pretty quickly. So like within 5 minutes or 2 minutes or something. Like they replied usually pretty quickly, right away. So you can ask them any questions you have about that as well, for sure. But Breakout Prop, for me, it's been working. I like it, and I had up earlier was just showing, like, for whatever reason, I used to post this on Twitter more often. I get like pretty accurate entries. Look at this. For people who just joined, I showed this earlier in the show, but look at this short. I got in here and I got out here, and this is on the one. I told the profit circle, I was like, a little bit of an ego trade because I literally caught the literal top candle. What the hell is it? The top candle of this trade. Like literally. And I don't know why, but on Breakout Prop, I seem to find myself being very accurate. Come on, man. Oh, right here. So here, on the one, I'm on the 1 minute chart right now. I'm trying to zoom in on it. You can see I caught the tippity top candle of this when this pump happened. I think it was what, Friday, and then I wrote it down. I didn't hold it forever. I wrote it down to here. Come on, to here, and that was, you know, I guess this could have been the bottom, but like that was a pretty great, damn good trade. You know, just take the profit. You know what I'm saying? Just take the profit, man. Brave to leave the money on the table. Which money? Are you talking about? Oh, all set. Are you talking about in Phemex? I got those. Those are swing trades open in Phemex. But on Breakout Prop, I don't got no money on the table right now. I'm just watching, waiting. Because Breakout Prop, because you can get breached, it kind of teaches you, like, look, just take the money, get out, get the profit. You know, this is looking pretty bearish. I mean, the question is this: why did ETH pump? This is what I opened the show with, you guys. Why did ETH pump this much in the first place? The answer to the question is because Jerome Powell came out at Jackson Hole and said, now's the time. We're going to lower interest rates, or we might lower. He said we may lower interest rates. He said may. Okay, but my whole thing was we already knew that. There was already a over 50% chance, like 67% chance or something, that Jerome Powell would basically lower interest rates by a quarter point. So why did we get such an extra pump? Let's see. Bro, no one talk about Breakout on YouTube except you and one influencer. Well, that's good, I guess. I could make more. I need to make more Breakout Prop content, actually. I use Breakout Prop so much. So just so you know, Hussein, Crypto Face is, I don't know if you know Crypto Face, but he's a big influencer. He's the one who made the Market Cipher Indicator. That's the one I'm using here. This is Market Cipher B down here. If you don't have that, I have a referral link for it in my description of my video. But this is how I do my strategy here. Crypto Face put me on Breakout Prop early last year, or at least mid last year. So I've been on for over a year now. And he's the one who put me on it. I don't know how much he trades on in his show. I don't watch his live shows much anymore because I'm like doing my own thing, you know. But I know he's talked about on his channel. I don't know of any other influencers who talk about it personally. I'm trying to think. Sometimes his brother, sometimes Flopping Groper, I know on Twitter he posts it. So, you know, there's a couple other people, I'm sure. I don't know. I like to include it regularly because for me, I think for a lot of people, it's an advantage. Well, you don't need if you're in the United States, you don't need a VPN to use Breakout Prop either, you know, which is a big help for a lot of people who are on international exchanges and stuff. So you don't need a VPN. You do put all your real information there because they're all legit. You're going to pay taxes and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Breakout Prop is on the up and up as far as that kind of stuff. So you definitely got to put in your real information. It's like a W-2 and all that, right? But, like, you know, you're going to get paid. And they're going to report it to the IRS, so you got to report your earnings. You know, that's how it works, right? Pay your taxes. But, you know, they're not that, honestly, Breakout Prop's not been out that long. They only were out, like, not that long before I started. It was 6 months to a year before I even got out. I don't even know if they've been out a year yet. So, you know, they're relatively new. And their edge, from my understanding, I had never used a prop firm first, but their edge is that they're more transparent, and, like, a lot of prop firms have weird freaking rules. As far as either trying to pass or change the rules, or if you notice too, Breakout Prop doesn't run any promotions. So like they don't have like a sale, like this week we're dropping it this price or for holiday sale. They don't do that. The only promotion they have is the referral link. So, I mean my invite code, right? So there are Breakout Prop influencers because I'm sure other people have a discount code, but everyone has the same discount. Okay, it's not a huge discount, but hell, any money is better than no money. That's how I look at it. So GGRF7W is my discount. If you use it, I do get a small commission, but hopefully I helped you guys. Also saying I have a video. A lot of people were getting breached right away when they're new to Breakout Prop. I have one video on there that kind of explains like just like a betting strategy, not a betting strategy, it's a position sizing strategy to make sure you don't get breached right away. I just put that out there to kind of like say, look, here I got 3 trades or I got 6 trades where they're $500 each. And then here's where I put the stop loss. So no matter what, I can't lose more than 3,000 in one day. And therefore I won't lose all 4,000 in one day. At least you make it to the next day. Worst case scenario, right? If you lose 6 trades in a row, there's probably something, you know, that large amount of money, there's probably something wrong with your strategy, to be honest with you. But so that's why I made that video, just to kind of stop people, try to help people from getting breached on day one. That was kind of my point of that video. So check that one out. Scroll back. Oh, I was going to pull them up here. Let me pull them up. Let's see what I got here. Where are we? Trading. Okay. No, not Trading View. Here, YouTube. Here's my YouTube channel. Oh, I can't wait to release this music video. Oh, got it in the chamber right here, crashing where the song is out for those who want to listen to it. But this is going to be a dope-ass music video. It's like my favorite one so far. So, okay, here we go. Videos. So this is last week's wrap, or the last time's wrap. This Breakout Prop video shows you how to use Breakout Prop. Let's see here. Don't get breached. This video right here. This one I kind of go over a basic strategy of how to just do position sizing, so you don't get breached right away. That's kind of what this video is about. Let me ask you this question, Jose. If I was going to make a video, I'm not going to do the withdrawal video yet because I don't want to touch this account. I guess I'll start a new Breakout Prop account. I'll have to buy another one, but that's fine. Another eval is cool. But other than that, is there any questions you have about Breakout Prop? I have a list of tickers over here. These are all the tickers on their website. You'll find, this one. On their website, you see it's just breakoutprop.com/symbols. They'll show you all the tickers that you can trade on there. They're kind of a lot. There's enough, man. You know what I'm saying? All this shit's the same. I hate to say that. You guys, I really want you to know, like, I really, truly am like a blockchain enthusiast. I just been scarred so badly by believing in projects, and then like the money flowed to meme coins and stupid shit that didn't make any sense, that I'm like, okay, so you guys don't want to take any of this shit seriously. That's fine. We're not a serious industry. Hold my beer. I will show you how to trade. And that's what I got on this. That's why I say in Imaginary Traders, if you go back and watch Imaginary Traders, the rap I did, I'm going to show you over here. That's why I'm explaining that shit in the music video. It's not a music video. It's really me just sitting there rapping. But basically, I go, what's going up in here? I ain't want to duck in fear. You want to trade memes? Fine, in here. Hold my fucking beer. Right here, Imaginary Traders, this one. Because I'm like, they just want to trade memes and shit. Well, we could trade all day. I could trade anything. It don't matter what we trading, you know? So, you know, I'm talking about market cipher and how I use the indicator or whatnot. And it's just mostly about just commentary on the whole thing. And it's funny, that's what I showed last week, is Cardi B redid that same song as me. And she got 1 million views in the first day or whatever, right? Anyways, I ain't no Cardi B, obviously. But it's still kind of funny that I was a year ahead of her. Plus, in that rap, I predict Trump's meme coin also, if you guys haven't seen it. But anyways, man, I mean, that's all I got for today. We experienced that crazy dump in real time that it's not allowing me to do the strategy the way I want to do it at this exact time. We got to wait. It really is wise to wait. Because, see, look, even that dump. Oh, let me pull this back up. Even this dump right here, the green kind of came back. You see what I'm saying? The green kind of came back right there. And so, but that's what we want. So what we're waiting for right now is this will come back up a bit. This is what we're really waiting for down here, marks over B. And then once it crests over and you get another red, because you're going to get a green dot first. Then you'll get another red dot, and then that's where I'll be going short on that red dot, okay? Because we got the 1 hour, right? We got a 1 hour green or 1 hour red dot. Now we zoom in to the 10-minute. You're going to already have a red dot showing because a 10-minute red dot shows up before the 1 hour red dot. So now you have to wait for a green dot in 10-minute, and then the next red dot is where you enter the short. And then you take your profit on the next green dot, the next green dot down here, right? That's when you know to get out. Don't try to fight a 10-minute dot. You maybe can cheat ahead if you want to take your profit early. You catch a big move, you know, we get some big move down like this. Maybe, you know, you're looking at the 5-minute or something. Okay, maybe, but ultimately don't try to fight a 10-minute green dot and nothing bad will happen. Like, you won't lose that much money, or you'll just take profit and only give back a little bit of your profit. That's the basic premise of it. All right, so let me get back to this here. And the other thing was saying too, if I hear anything bad about Breakout Prop or they ever do scam me or anything, trust me, I'm going to make a video about that shit too. So far they've been helpful on the customer support. Like a lot of those tutorial videos I have on my channel, these are all questions I had when I was trying to navigate the trading terminal, right? When you're first on here, you know, you got to be like, wait, how do I do this? What do I do? It's not like the most user-friendly thing in the world. That's why I made all those videos, the training videos, just to how to like navigate it. And then from there, you can ask customer support if you have any more specific questions about like why this or why that. The one I gotta say this. So here's there's one downside. You can't set partial take profits. They want you to have multiple positions. Like it's always in hedge mode. So what that means is you can have a long open and a short open at the exact same time. Here, I'll do it for you right now. Let's see what the minimum is on this. $35. Okay, this is a short, right? And then I could open a long at the same time. So there's hedge mode. You see there's two shorts open at the same time on here. So you can have a buy and a sell open at the same time. Okay? And so here's the thing. Let's say I wanted to add to my short position, or in this case, we're going long. Let me add to my long position. It's going to show them separate. You see? So the workaround for the thing I just said that was kind of a question that some people had was, can you do partial? You can't set a partial take profit. You can set a limit take profit, but not like a percentage of it. They're saying since it's hedge mode, you can have more than one position. So what you do is you would have to open 3 at the same time, and then you would set a limit order, a take profit on one of them, however many pips you wanted, whatever. 5 pips, that's fine. And the next one would be 10 pips. You get what I'm saying? 10 pips. You get what I mean? That's how you would do the partial take profits. You would have them set like that. And then you do like the last one might be 15 or something. 15 pips. You get what I'm saying? So that's how they're saying you would take partial profits if you wanted to do something like that, a TP123. They would have you open 3 positions. That's about the only thing that is kind of annoying. Oh, looks like I hit one of them. Look, let's see if I hit the other one, right? That's how you would take partial profits, right? So let me get out of this short. This short ain't winning. Close the short. So you just close here. Close the short. Let's see if these 2 take profits go. So then, let's see. So let's say if I set a stop loss here. So, well, sorry, going down. That's not how I'd normally trade, obviously. But we set it. You could set it in. You could set it in profit. If we first, so let's say first. So fine, I set this. Oh, we just did another one. Oh, that one hit already. Oops. This is why you see why I didn't go short, you guys. You see why I didn't go to take that short yet, because we didn't have it. I stuck to the strategy, and it looks like it's a good thing now. Oh, I don't want to close it. I want to set a stop loss. I was trying to show a stop loss. So stop loss here. Okay, so here's a stop loss here. I could move the stop loss to be in profit now. See? And you just grab it and you just drag it. See what I'm saying? So that's all you have to do for that. So technically, no matter what, I'm going to win this trade, right? I got to take profit here and a stop loss here. I've already won. I made up for my short. And that's why it's in hedge mode right there. Oh, it's turning around. That's pretty much it. I mean, that was like the minimum amount. That's all I got for you guys today, man. What time is it? Oh, yeah, I'm over the time anyway. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for everybody joining the chat. A lot of good questions. Any more questions, you can talk about it in the Profit Circle. So for those who don't know, join late here. On my YouTube channel, in the description of this video, I had the link to my Discord. And the Discord is here, the Profit Circle. And we've got the general chat. And so in the general chat is where you actually anybody can put anything in here. But all the good stuff is over here on the left. More so in the market analysis. Not the win. People can put wins in there from the general chat also. But I have like the bullish and bearish tickers. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Bullish tickers. These are the ones that tendency to go up. Bearish has tendency to go down. Bullish has tendency to go up. See, these tickers have been really strong. Tron. Let's see here. Future trades. Yeah. So when we call out a trade, this is the other thing too. This is like real-time trades. It's not just here. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna ask you a question. I gotta show you this though, right? So join the Profit Circle, and the way you get all of this over here for free is by creating a Phemex account using my invite code GMMNX5. So use the link in the video here to create a Phemex account, and then you put your user ID into the Discord bot, and it verifies it. And then it takes you to WAP. Put it in there. You get 1 year for free, and it clearly says that up there. And then you get access to all the other channels over here. All right. So let's see. We got a final question here. Users of Breakout Prop are not too much. I haven't seen any payout proof yet, so how can I trust Breakout Prop? Please guide me. Well, like I said, I have a video on my YouTube channel. I got paid out. Let me put that back up here. It's an older one now because they changed the platform, but I do have a video showing how to do it. Let me see here. Where's YouTube? Here we go. So let me find that one for you. Let's see. Withdraw your winnings. This one. Withdraw your winning from Breakout Prop. Once you get funded, you can make one withdrawal a day. I just made some money real quick this morning. I figured I'd make a quick video for you guys to show you how to withdraw the money. This is on the withdrawal tab right here. So now the interface looks a little bit different when you're in there now. Your dashboard, but it's pretty much the same thing. Where your profit is. You're just gonna put in your wallet address. Depending on how you signed up for your evaluation, I always check the box so that way I get to keep 90% instead of 80. Oh, that's another thing too. So that's another thing too. Okay, so the way they do a profit split is that the default is that Breakout Prop takes 80%, but when you go to purchase your valuation, there is a box that you can check. So that way you get an additional 10% on the back end. Basically, you have to pay 10% on the front end, but then you get to keep 10% on the back end. To me, it's worth that. That's worth it every time. You know what I mean? It's like saying, give me 10 times the money. If I think I'm going to be a winning trader, that's why I'm doing this. If I thought I was going to be a loser, I wouldn't be doing it. So basically, I want to keep 90% instead of 80%. So check that box at the beginning. You pay 10% more, but like that's $100 more. Basically, my discount will help you cover some of that because that's $100 more. But then on the back end, you get to keep $1,000 more. So it's like worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely worth it to always check that box. But yeah, this video here, how to withdraw your winnings from Breakout Prop. So this shows a person withdrawing, if that's just what you wanted to see. So this was when did I put this out? Let's see. This was 8 months ago. 8 months ago, yeah. So it has changed since then, 8 months ago. So yeah, you can check that out on there. But there we go. Haven't requested payout? Well, why would I? I mean, what do you mean? This is the video for it. Listen, man, I don't work for Breakout Prop. I'm just a trader. So like, this is my affiliate code, but that's it. I'm just an affiliate for him. So basically, if you want to find out, there's only one way, really, because anybody could tell you anything. The only thing is to go ahead and try it. You know what I mean? Buy an evaluation, pass the evaluation, and go withdraw. I'll put it to you this way. If hella people had go on Twitter. If hella people had signed up for Breakout Prop and were unable to withdraw, you would see that shit everywhere on Twitter. You would see it on their videos. Go to their channel. Go to their channel, and you'll see it. So, I mean, that's all I can tell you on that. There's no way to, like, if you don't believe somebody, then don't do it. I don't know what to tell you. But, this is what we do. We're here every day. This is 8 months ago. I'm still trading on them. So, if I hadn't withdrew any money from them ever, then I wouldn't be using them. I don't know what to tell you. I trade on Phemex, and Phemex doesn't have any certificates or anything either. So, this is what it is. Yeah. Breakout Prop, when you go on their website, they have like their big trust score or whatever, trust pilot or whatever score. So yeah, you can go on, you can check a third-party review of them if you want. That's fine. Do that. Whoever you trust is whoever you trust. You don't got to trust me. I'm just giving you a discount. But you don't even got to use that if you don't want to. It's all good either way. The main thing I'm trying to show you is the trading strategy. I don't care if you do it on Breakout Prop or Phemex or wherever. Here we go. Let's see. We got a green dot on the 5 minute. So, okay, look, this is what I'm talking about. See, eventually price is going to pump again, right? It pumped it over here. Eventually it's going to come up again. And then when it rolls over is where you short. Right here. So that's what we're looking for. That red dot. We got to wait for the green dot and then the next red dot, and that's what we short. That's pretty much it today, man. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. We're going to go, why not? We're going to show the video one more time, and then we're going to close the show on that. But I'll see you next Sunday. I may even do some scalping during the week. I'm not sure yet. I actually have something coming up here on Tuesday that's going to keep me away from computers, keep me away from the boxing gym, everything for a minute. I'll tell you guys after. But I'll be low-key after Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll probably be pretty low-key. I probably tell everybody in the profit circle too. If you're listening, I might not really be in there on after Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll probably be incapacitated. So I'll be back after that though. That's pretty much it for today, fellas and ladies and gents and players and pimps. We're gonna sign out with the show today, with the wrap. And thanks for everybody who joined the chat. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends and all of that. And I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. Peace. Should've did this one a long time ago, man. But there's no time like the present, you feel me? It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. We on a come up. Check. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. I see the same thing going once again. The siren called and she brung a friend. Fake ass pumps try to suck you in. You should have learned your lesson. Don't fuck with them. I got stopped out by a scam with. Ripped my shit and it damaged it. Price took off so damn quick. I got distracted by a pic of a landing strip. Now I flip that shit like I switched to fader. She got a twin with her who a imitator. For good luck they wanna come and kiss the trader. And it's hot girl summer but I hit you later. Just tell your friend that I'm locked in. You ain't starting 5, she ain't top 10. I got bigger mad, I bought bigger bags. Now I win it back and we'll talk then. See these memes be acting up. Big banks be stacking up. Right now I ain't laughing, but when a bear comes I'll be cracking up. Percentage so big I couldn't frown. A meme coin king was a wooden crown. My Bitcoin shine every time that I rhyme. And this will come up when I put it down. See these memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. 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 Me, I'd rather be shorting them. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. These memes be acting up. And these investors be letting them. It's a come up.